Hello everyone, welcome to my channel The Social Science Academy. In this video we are going to study chapter number 5 from Political Science for class 6. The name of chapter is Panchayati Raj. Our government, it works at three different levels, that is local level government, state level government and the national level government. The Panchayati Raj, it comes under the local level government. In that, first upon we are going to study about the Gram Panchayat. Now how the Gram Panchayat it forms. Every village panchayat is divided into smaller areas. These are called the wards. And each ward elects a representative who is known as the ward member or the panch. After getting elected, these all the members of the Gram Sabha, they elect the sarpanch and who is the president of panchayat. Then the ward panch and the sarpanch, they togetherly form the Gram Panchayat, and this Gram Panchayat, it is elected for 5 years. Now what is mean by Gram Sabha? Gram Sabha, it is a meeting of all adults who live in the area covered by a panchayat. All the adults. Now adults means the person or the candidate who is above the 18 years of age and having the vote of right. To that person we call it as a adult. So the Gram Sabha is a meeting of all the adults who live in the area covered by the panchayat. This could be only one village or a few villages. Okay, one Gram Panchayat, maybe it covers or it includes only one village or it forms within a few villages. Now it is a very important factor in a democratic government. Why? Because Gram Panchayat, it is answerable to the Gram Sabha, because the members of the Gram Sabha, these are elected like a panch, sarpanch. These are elected members by all the adults which are present or which live in the villages. So Gram Sabha, it keeps watch on the working of the Gram Panchayat. Each and everything the people, the panch and the sarpanch of the Gram Panchayat, they have to inform to the Gram Sabha the problems what they are facing, they have to solve in the Gram Sabha. Each and everything they have to tell, they have to discuss with the Gram Sabha. So it is very important factor for making the Gram Panchayat to play its role and to be responsible. Then in the Gram Sabha, there is one another member which is also present. With the panch, sarpanch and all the adults, there is one more member which is also present in the Gram Sabha. That is the secretary. Now the secretary, he is the person who is secretary of Gram Panchayat. Also he is the secretary of the Gram Sabha also. Then who is secretary? This person is not an elected person but is appointed by the government. How the panch and the sarpanch, these are the elected people, like that way the secretary, he is not an elected person, he is appointed by the government. Now what is his role? The secretary is responsible for calling the meeting of the Gram Sabha. Secretary Gram Sabha की meeting बुलाता है and Gram Panchayat and keeping a record of the proceeding. Okay, now क्या है काम secretary का? He calls the meeting of the Gram Sabha and Gram Panchayat, and whatever the working, whatever the procedure it has done in the Gram Sabha, in that meeting, he has to keep all the record, he has to maintain all the record of that proceeding. He is the responsible for maintaining that record. Then working of the Gram Panchayat, which kind of work has the Gram Panchayat has to do. Now the Gram Panchayat, it meets regularly and one of its main tasks is to implement development programs for the villages. Okay, now what Gram Panchayat has to do? Mostly the most important work, it is to implement the development programs for the villages, either one village or a few villages. Then the work of the Gram Panchayat has to be approved by the Gram Sabha. As see, Gram Panchayat is answerable to the Gram Sabha, and whatever the work, whatever the developmental plans the Gram Panchayat has to implement in the village, it should be approved by the Gram Sabha. Now, which kind of work it includes of the Gram Panchayat? The construction and maintenance of water sources, roads, drainage, school buildings, and other common property resources. Then, levying and collecting local taxes. Then, executing government schemes related to generating employment in the village. These are some of the works which is included in the work of Gram Panchayat. Now, for working this, for implementing this, all the developmental programs, how the Gram Panchayat it gets the funds, which are the sources of funds for the Gram Panchayat. First one, that is the collection of taxes on houses, marketplaces, etc. Gram Panchayat it collects the different types of taxes at their level, and from that they are getting the funds. Then government scheme funds received through various departments of the government through the Janpad and Jilla Panchayat. With that also, see the government schemes are also there. Government it introduces, it launches many of the schemes, many of the programs to develop the rural areas, and the funds which gets from that, this is also the one source of the Gram Panchayat. Then the donations of community works, the donations which gets for the community work, it is also a source of fund for the Gram Panchayat. Then the next, the three levels of the Panchayat. Now see, Gram Panchayat, it is the first level. It is the first tier of the democratic government. Above that, there is a second level also. First level, that is the Gram Panchayat. Okay. Then above that, the second level, that is the block level, or it is called as a Panchayat Samiti or Janpad Panchayat, which includes many of the Gram Panchayats. Okay, many of the Gram Panchayat, it comes under the Panchayat Samiti. Then the third level of the Panchayati Raj, that is the Jilla Parishad or the District Panchayat. Now, what is the working of the District Panchayat? That is, it actually makes developmental plans at the district level. Okay, District Panchayat or the Jilla Parishad, it makes the developmental plans at the district level, and with the help of Panchayat Samitis, what it does, it regulates the money distribution. Okay, which money distribution? The money which gets from the government. Okay, the funds which gets under the various programs, under the various schemes from the government. That distribution is done by the Jilla Parishad among all the Gram Panchayats. Okay, so these are the three different levels of the Panchayats. First, that is the Gram Panchayat. Second one, the second level, that is the Janpad Panchayat or the Panchayat Samiti, and the third level, that is the Jilla Parishad or the District Panchayat. I hope you have liked the video. If you like it, share it and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Thank you.